Yeah, just a quick message before we start this week's episode. It's Chris here, by the way. There's Lisa. And the dogs, plural. I just want to let you know that we run into a wee bit of an issue this week with the audio. There was a loose cable somewhere and it didn't record properly, but I have done my best to repair it. There might be the odd wee blip here and there through it, but I think we've done okay. Anyway, sit back, relax, and enjoy episode 2 of Winging It.
We're making it up as we go, laughing together, that's all we know. Life's a ride and we love it, so we're winging it.
Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Lisa, hello.
Yeah, he did it again. And welcome to episode 2. We did it, episode 2 of Winging It. It's a podcast, brand new podcast about us. Are you showing off the merch?
I'm winging it.
Yes, we do have.
Sold out, sell out.
Yeah, no, we have sold out because we only got 2 jumpers and there's no more available. So yeah, there you go, Winging It. Yeah. So how are you?
Good. How are you?
I seem that like we're saying how are you like
I know, like we don't talk.
like we've not spoken to each other all week.
To be fair, this is probably the only time we actually do have a conversation, just you and I. It's nice. I like it.
I know, I loved it. I really enjoyed it last week, and the feedback that we got last week was unbelievable. Actually, it was really sweet.
Yeah. Did you get private messages from people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that, which have been lovely. So thank you if you've reached out to say that. It was really, really nice. Comments on YouTube have been lovely as well. And then we've got our first review.
Yes, we get our first iTunes or Apple Podcasts review, which is very important for you to do if you are listening to this on the podcast, because it kind of boosts us up the algorithm a wee bit.
Don't say the A word.
And we are sitting at currently, I think, 156 in the top 200
As of right now.
of kids and family podcasts, which is awesome.
Still not suitable for children.
Yeah, I know, but we never ever said it was going to be suitable for children. So that's how it's going to be. Same sort of deal as last time. We are going to be doing a wee bit of Am I the Asshole, a bit of What Would You Do, a wee dad joke here and there, and just talk about some Challenge Lisa. Yes, I have
been sent some.
I have been sent some, so I'll need to make sure.
Thank you to those who've sent in riddles as well. You're awesome.
And get that sorted as well, because you are very smug when it comes to your riddles.
Wee bit
Very. But yeah, no, honestly, like the feedback that we had from last time was amazing. The fact that we got so many people watching it on YouTube and listening to it, for the fact that it's been our very first podcast, really, at this level, it's amazing, and I'm very humbled and very grateful for it. So,
wait, if you're a millennial, you do it that way, right? But then if you're a newbie, you do it that way. And then there's an even newer one.
Yeah, the one you did on
this
on Squid Game. That's the Squid Game, wasn't it?
Did they do that on Squid Game?
Oh, that's how we heard about it. Remember season 2, the beginning of season 2 on Squid Game, the woman did that to her daughter. I think she was in like a bunny costume or something.
Oh yeah, no, but I'd known about it before that. But I like this one. It's cute. It's subtle, and it's less work than this. And then that I find really awkward because you can do it either way, and I don't know which one it is. But then that one's just sweet. I like it. Anyway, sorry, digressed.
So I wanted to start today by I know last time we gave a bit of a background in terms of the proposal and then the wedding. After that as well, with the fact that Alyssa came early and came like the day after our wedding, which was it was a lot of it was a stressful time, but it was good.
Do you know what? Looking back on it though, I actually, other than it being a really cool story, I kind of love that that's something that the three of us share.
That's it.
You know what I mean? It's even though she doesn't remember it, obviously, and she's, but even now she'll say things like, just wanted to crash the party. And obviously she's put that up from us because I believe that's exactly what I said. But yeah, it's really nice, and I like that. I like that it's just our wee thing.
Yeah,
wee thing
and
the three of us.
The fact that, I've got no excuse for forgetting our anniversary, because
to be fair though, I forget it every year.
Yeah, it's the day before our birthday.
Yes.
Yeah.
get it all mixed in.
Yeah, the only thing that I do is remember how long we've been married by how old she is.
Yeah, that's also...
But I genuinely forget our anniversary because her birthday date is precedent. So
One thing I wanted to bring up as well was I'd mentioned, I was talking about my tattoo last week, the one with Lisa's name on it, and I'd said I got it even before you were pregnant,
Yep.
which is untrue, because it's a daisy. If you had
do you know what? I did think that when you said that last time, and I thought, I'm sure you got that because what was the daisy? The daisy was significant.
daisy because
But then I was like, maybe I was pregnant. But then I thought, I'm not going to question you on it because let's face it, right now and throughout our entire relationship, your memory has been a lot better than mine for most things.
that's true.
So I don't want to question that, but I'm glad you've said that because now I'm like, okay, I'm not crazy.
But as I was saying, it's a daisy, and the reason it was a daisy is because we had considered calling Alyssa Daisy.
Yeah.
If you can work out, or if you know what our surnames are, Duke, calling our eldest daughter Daisy is probably not the best idea.
No.
So, I mean, the tattoo still actually means something because it actually worked out that Alyssa comes from the word alyssum, which is a flower, which is part of the daisy family.
Yeah.
Pure coincidence. We hadn't even considered that.
No, but it was a nice wee coincidence, isn't it?
So I wanted to give you a bit of a background on us as well before we got kind of right into the swing of things, because the only thing that you know about us so far is the fact that we got married and we had a daughter pretty much in the span of 24 hours, and I proposed on Bebo. You know, just what it is. But, you know, we've been married 14 years, coming on 15 years this year. We've been together 20, it'll be 21.
Is it 21 this
I
year?
believe it is 21 this year. I don't know, when did Eddie Guerrero die?
I don't know, but I measured it on, you did my surprise 21st. And we just started going out. So that was, we had, because we didn't go out when I was 19. So I was 20. So we started dating in September. Well, we started officially dating in November. But so, and I'm 41
So
in March. So it's 20 years. 20 years this year.
is it?
Yeah.
I'm going to need to check because I measure it on when I measure it on when Eddie Guerrero died, because we were not long together when he died, and it was the same.
13th of November 2005.
Okay, so we are 20 years.
20 years this year. What is that one? What is the 20 year? What is the 20 year anniversary gift? Platinum china.
Oh no.
So I would like china covered in platinum, please.
Okay, can I just take you to China and get you something platinum?
Furniture, porcelain, bronze. No. Sorry, that's 17, 18, 19. You owe me a lot. 20th is platinum china. So is that like really expensive crockery? No thanks. I'm not into that.
I got you an anniversary gift. It was, I think, was it paper?
Tin.
Got me related with the tin with his flower pots, was it?
Yep. I like them. They were nice, but I didn't actually like the feeling of the tin. It was a weird texture. They ended up getting used for toothpaste holders.
That's true. So you might recognise our names anyway, because it was about 6 or 7 years ago, I wrote a book called Lucy's Blue Day, which is probably what I'm best known for doing. And when the book came out, we worked together a lot on that. You were my organiser, because I am terrible at that.
Well, you want to tell how... Well, first of all, let's go back to the name, because I've had people argue with me on how I say it. So I say it the same way you do, Lucy's Blue Day. But they say Lucy's Blue Day.
I have never heard that.
No. Yeah, a lot of people say Lucy's Blue Day.
Lucy's Blue Day. Lucy's Blue Day.
Lucy's Blue Day.
That's my book. And
Lucy's Blue Day.
my book, and I say Lucy's Blue Day. Sorry.
Well, both work. I mean, you're not saying one right, but no, I thought it was quite funny. But yeah, so do you want to share the first? So what was it? You were in Aberdeen one day, and then the next day you were in London, and you were booking everything on Post-it notes, and it was just like, right, so where are you today? And you're Aberdeen. Is like, where are you going tomorrow? London. And I just thought, why? That's like the polar opposite ends of the United Kingdom. Why would you do it?
We didn't know that I had ADHD at the time.
I just thought you were mental.
Yeah. Then there is that very serious thing.
I just thought, oh my God, he doesn't have a bloody clue.
So then you decided to come on board?
No, I think I had no choice.
Yeah.
It was just, I was like that. Like, it just didn't make any sense, did it? But in my head, I was thinking, so you're going to drive, what's that? 12, 13 hours? I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, from Aberdeen to London over the day. I think you ended up having to stay somewhere and then drive.
That's right.
Drive down to London. And I just thought, so how many, you could be visiting schools on your way down. You could have made it long, but literally, no, you had yourself going from Aberdeen one day to London the next. And I just was like, nah, that's not happening. So kind of was like, right, well, why don't we do this instead? And then it just sort of grew arms and legs. It never really, it wasn't planned. It just happened.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
There was nothing like official.
No.
It just kind of happened. And then, so the book came out and
Very proud of that.
yeah, same. And it did really well. We were doing really well by that point as well. I was visiting schools. I was visiting 3 schools a day, 5 days a week, all over the country, from as high up as Inverness to as low down as
Somerset.
Yeah, Somerset. That's the place I was looking for, down in Somerset. I was crossing Northern Ireland as well.
Mhm.
It was brilliant. It was such a good time. And then COVID came.
Yep.
And kind of ruined it. And to give you a kind of backstory on that, like, we were using the schools as a kind of advertising tool as well.
Yeah.
Go to schools and we'd say, we come to your school for free as long as you let the parents know that we're coming, and we'll give you a discount on the books, blah, blah, blah.
Free shipping.
Yeah.
No, well, they didn't need it shipped. They pick it up from the school, yeah. So it worked out in their favour as well. It was a win-win situation, win-win scenario, and it was free from the school, so it didn't cost the schools any money, which was, I think, beneficial as well.
Yeah, and then, and then March 2020 came along and kind of just, I'm going to say ruined it. Ruined it is pretty much. And do you know the thing is, right? And I've told quite a few people this, and more people than not actually get it. Like, I took that personally.
Yeah,
I really did. Like, I thought, why is this happening to me? Which is a horrible thing to think when you think about it, but it was like, why is this happening? We have worked so hard. Like, we spent our entire lives going paycheck to paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, struggling. And then now, finally, things were starting to look up.
Mm-hmm.
We had a decent amount of money in the bank. Personally, I was a lot healthier at that point as well, mentally and physically. And then it was like, okay, you've had a wee taste of it. Let's take it away from you.
Mm.
And before we knew it, we were back, not even back to square one, but back to below square one. And I took it personally. I was like, why is this happening to me? Why is it that I've had a taste of this bit of success and the universe has just gone, fuck you?
Yeah, humble.
Well, wouldn't keep me humble at all. It was torturing me. So then over those couple of years after the pandemic, we kind of tried to kind of bring it back and stuff, and it wasn't happening. It wasn't the same.
The momentum had kind of gone.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of schools were reluctant to have outsiders come in for the first few months anyway, maybe even up to a year. And I think only now have kids anyway, well, based on our kids, like if you look at Alyssa and her friends, attendance is quite low in school. Kids struggle to go, but then if you look at summer, attendance is okay. It's like, do you know what I mean? And I think the aftermath of COVID, other than obviously people who've been unfortunately diagnosed with things like long COVID, or people who obviously lost their lives and lost loved ones, because that's horrific. I feel like the aftermath of COVID is kind of subsiding for the majority. I mean, I might be wrong in thinking that, but that's what I see based on, if you look at our kids, and then you've got Erica, whose attendance is 100%.
Yeah,
and it's just that she was nursery. So
was she?
Mm-hmm. Oh, she was nursery. So I did the because you really struggled with the home learning stuff, didn't you? So I was going from Alyssa, who was primary 5, Summer Primary 3 and Erica Nursery, and I was doing homeschooling, but I was doing Erica first and then Summer at the same time, giving Erica like colouring activities and things. And
Did I not do that? I did Erica though, because that was the easy one.
no, you were doing like garden projects and things like that. But you did like once you'd done what once you'd done what you were doing, then you did take over with Erica because Alyssa needed a bit more encouragement, but she's feisty.
Yeah. But yeah, so COVID came, that kind of put the Lucy's Blue Day thing back to bed, and then we kind of just tried to work out what we were doing for a long time. And you know, you'd gotten that job that we spoke about last week. I ended up back in radio, which was something that I hadn't even considered doing. And then we had the Peer Project podcast.
I knew that was
Yes.
really.
And then we realised, oh, hang on a minute, there's something in that. Especially when we did the Alex Horn episode, which I will link in the bio because it's an excellent episode. And we realised, oh, there's something here. And this is where we ended up coming here. I think that's it. No, what have I missed?
I would disagree with the podcast thing because I've been trying to do this since we did Parents on Board. And before that, I really enjoyed it. Well, did you convince me to do Parents on Board or did we both agree to do it? Because I can't remember.
I don't know. I think I asked you if you wanted to do one.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, that sounds good. Although nervous because Mike's terrifying me, although clearly. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Tell that story in a minute. No, but we did Parents on Board, really enjoyed it. And then I think that's sort of when the pandemic hit, about that time as well, I believe. I don't know, I can't remember my timelines. Or is it way before?
I can't remember.
Anyway, so that kind of fell by the wayside. And then, you know, things were being difficult for years, you know, and, you know, kids, stuff going on with kids, mental health, and then obviously my dad, and then life. That's just the best expression.
No, let's be realistic here. Like through the whole thing, I mean, this is how bad it got, right? And there's no point giving any of the detail, but we ended up we lost our house. You know, we ended up having to move, and we're now in a completely different house, different area. Israel had to move, so it got bad. It really did, and we're just trying to get ourselves back up now. And that's why when that person who left that review for us said it was the Working Class Couples podcast,
That was nice.
I like that.
Yeah, that was really nice. So thank you if you're that person that left that review. I really appreciate it. It was nice.
Do you know what I love about the feedback that we got from the podcast last week is that more people, it's going to sound corny as fuck, but more people.
Oh, you smart.
Good.
Oh, he's smart. Rubbing off on you. 20 years late.
I know. See, my mum watches us. I'm like,
She's going to be like, Christopher.
I know. It's going to be very corny, but now more people are seeing you how I see you.
Aww.
And just how freaking awesome you are.
Don't make me cry.
You don't want to make you cry, but make you cry. Cry at anything. Cry at Jurassic Park the other week.
I didn't actually cry at it. I was surprised, but I didn't. No, it's really nice. Thank you.
It's true though.
But it is true. You I've kind of been in the shadows for a wee while now. And that's been okay. But yeah, thank you.
There's a lot of and I've said this before, and I don't mind saying this publicly because, you know, it is what it is, but there's a lot of taking you for granted sometimes out in that world, and it's crap, and it's good to see you being you.
Thank you.
It's good to have you back.
Getting there, day by day.
So
we were talking about something. I'm trying to remember now.
I was going to tell a story about something. Let's go COVID and the microphone.
Oh yeah, the microphone. No, but I was saying something else, and he said something nice, and it's just only going in my head.
I don't know.
It's fine.
I don't worry. I mean, given by the last podcast, if it comes back to you, you'll interrupt me and tell me anyway. Even my 7-year-old was watching it, and she said to me, "Dad, Mum doesn't let you talk."
That's rubbish. You talk all the time. You talk for a living, right?
True. That is true. The dogs are barking, which means somebody has come in, but that's okay. They've been knocking through the door. Yeah, so have you thought about? Have you remembered what it was?
No, it was, so we were talking about the mic and I was saying I was scared of them. Oh, the parents on board, that was it. We were talking about that, and then I've been wanting to do this again with you for years, and it's just, life has just been life, and that was it. That's what we're talking about. I said it's been really, really busy, but I've wanted to do this for so long, just sit and have, just chat shit with you, because I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it, and I'm glad we're doing it again.
I enjoy it, and this is something that people find quite unusual about us, is that we work really well together.
Yeah.
Like, we've always worked well together. Like, people always say that you shouldn't work with your partner, right? But when we ran Lucy's Blue Day, when we ran the disco business, when we did all that stuff, we worked really, really well together.
I think we know each other's strengths. We know each other's weaknesses. Like, you're very much the performer, the entertainer, that's you. I'm very much I'm very much the behind the scenes organizer, and that's fine. I'm quite happy being that, and I think that's why we work together, and that's why we've always worked together, because
we've got the dynamic right. And I can't remember if this was the Michelle Obama thing or not, but like we work out on dynamic. So like if you're at 50, I'm at 50. If you're at 80, I'm at 20. No, the other way around. If I'm at 20, you're at 80. It's always we do it right, and we do it well. We're shooting our own trumpets here, but it's
you can't really toot too much, because you never know what's going to happen in the future.
Oh, I know. But to be honest with you, like, given the stuff that we have like been through in that, like,
I know.
Do you remember the video that we did? Oh my God, for Clyde, Radio Clyde.
Is this
Win the Wedding?
Win the Wedding, yes, I remember that.
We were screwed out of that, by the way.
No, we were.
Oh, we 100% were. Because we were told that everybody could only vote once, and it turned out that it wasn't just once, it was once per day.
Oh.
Yeah. And we were like, I think we were only like 10 odd votes.
Yeah, we were, and we were very, very close. I remember that.
And all the other couples knew it was once per day. We didn't.
Well, maybe that's just...
we wouldn't have the answer story.
Exactly, and I'm going to play devil's advocate here for that radio station. You had ADHD and we didn't know. You knew all the information. You were like very much taking the lead on that, like, do this will be amazing. So there is a good chance that you just didn't read it properly.
Maybe. Bit of a background on that. Clyde won did a Win Your Wedding competition about 18 years ago.
God, easily. Have you got that video?
No, that video is long gone. Yeah, we put it up on Facebook, and
You sure it wasn't people?
No, it was corny.
But it's so corny. What was the song we would be
getting married?
Getting married in the morning.
Yeah, we did a kind of music video, but at the beginning we introduced ourselves. This is why I bring it up. Because at the beginning we introduced ourselves, and we'd said we'd only been together for about 4 years at that point, and we'd been through more in those 4 years than what most couples would go through in a lifetime.
Yeah, true.
And we didn't even know what was still to come after that. But
so let's think about that. What had we gone through in those 4 years? We'd gone through evictions.
Yeah.
We'd gone through, obviously, with that homelessness.
Yeah.
We'd gone through a shit ton of debt.
Yep.
Through poor choices. We'd got, what else had we got?
I honestly can't. I've already blocked it all out. Honestly, I have. Yeah, we were tried. We were tried and we were tested.
Yeah, definitely. I think we managed to make it through it.
Well, I mean, we're sitting right here.
But again, you don't know about the future.
I know, it might, and it might not.
Exactly.
If you remember. Right, so remember, if you want to get in contact with us, you can find us on social media. Just search for Winging It Podcast and you'll find us on... There is a TikTok, there is a Facebook page, there isn't a Twitter yet, and there...
We better go on Twitter.
X, formerly known as Twitter.
Do we need to go on?
I really don't want to, actually.
I don't think we should. I think we should just stick to TikTok.
But it's good publicity.
Is it though?
It is, I mean. It really is. And that's how I managed to get all the Lucy's Blue Day stuff, and that. It was on Twitter. I was just hounding celebrities on Twitter.
It's Blue Day.
This is Blue Day.
I just don't like Twitter. Sorry for Twitter or X.
X, formerly known as Twitter.
I don't like it. I didn't even.
Hold on to it. Oh
no, that's not my moan.
Have you got something else?
Yeah, something a lot less intense.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I'm not a fan of it at all. Twitter.
All right, good.
Yeah. Yes.
So we're not on there yet, and I'm going to sort it out on Instagram this week as well. The website, wearewingingit.uk, which isn't live yet because it's not finished. ADHD, and the email address podcast@wearewingingit.uk, which you can get in contact with any suggestions, any riddles, any what would you do stories, any am I the asshole stories, all that sort of stuff. You can send to the email address. Shall we get started?
Which is podcast@wearewingingit.uk.
Yes.
Podcast.
With
no S at the end. At wearewingingit.uk. I'm glad I knew that because I didn't know we had to TikTok, but I'm still not following it. I'll follow it today.
Yeah.
I promise.
They follow things and share things.
And do share things on Facebook. Yeah. But I mean, I'm starting to think like I'm one of the old millennials who just I'm ready to give up my smartphone and just go straight to the old brick phone and go back to a landline. I'm ready. I'm ready to do it because I hate
everything.
Not everything. You know what really grinds my gears? It's the E word that I'd always say that, and it's been subjected to things that maybe you actually don't want to see. Case in point, this week there's been a video that I didn't want to see that was on my timeline, and I was really affected by that for the day. Obviously, it's not about me, that video, but anyway, it's the way that it's set up now is just not on. Even Facebook, it's like stuff is coming up and I'm like, what is that? And then it's like giving me the option to follow, and I don't even know who that is. Why am I seeing that on my timeline? I'm not following them. So I understand the For You page, things come up, but if it's my friends page, if it's my news feed, is that not my friends?
No, I think also all the social media apps now are kind of For You, and it recommends things for you. But social media is set up as a moneymaker now for everybody.
Yeah, and that's all right. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with making money. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all, obviously. But just don't sell your soul.
The people do it though. There's a lot of negativity out online just now. And I remember, I think I was telling this story at the dinner table actually. I'm not going to name names or anything, right? But there was this former footballer who is on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And he's one of these very negative type people on Twitter. He is, anti everything. And he was never like that before. And then he went on this podcast that is generally very negative, very anti everything. Let me finish my story. And literally as soon as he went on that podcast, the next day, that was him. He started spouting stuff like all over X, Twitter, all that sort of stuff. And all I could see was that he went on that podcast. He was told by the host of that podcast, this is how I make money. I go online and I be negative. And then the next day he's like, okay, I'm going to give this a go. And
you don't know if that's what's happened on that podcast.
You're right. I don't know, but that's what it looks like. And I'm allowed to say that.
Of course you are, but I'm playing devil's advocate this week. You don't know. So it could just be that he recognised that pattern, like the football. I don't know who you're talking about, but it could be that. And, you never know. You honestly never know. Yeah, so.
Everything I see now online, I take with a pinch of salt.
Oh, 100%.
Because I don't think that like half the people that are posting that stuff mean what they're saying. They're just saying it to get a reaction, because every reaction they get money.
Yep.
And that's, you're talking about selling your soul.
Well, so
I'm going deep this week, aren't we?
I know, we really are. So yes and no for selling your soul, right? But it's difficult to find the balance. Let's take Gordon Ramsay, for example, right? His persona on TV is this shouty guy who curses and swears at everybody and shouts them and calls them, and makes them like the idiot Sam is in, which is hilarious. But in real life, I don't think he's like that.
Yeah.
But
I think you swear you know, like.
Yeah, so am I. But it's a persona, and I think that that's what people need to realize, is that a lot of online things are personas, but that's where it becomes a blurred line, because if it's online, then you can see it with your own eyes and you can hear it with your own ears. I don't know where I'm going with that. It sounds very poetic.
You can believe it with your
believe it with your own brain. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Though it's like, if you see it, but the thing is, right, so let's say you see someone just with whatever rhetoric they're spouting, right, whatever it is, you're going to start seeing more and more and more of that, and then that validates what that person's saying, and that's that A word, because you've watched something, or you've liked it, you've commented, whatever, but then other people are liking and commenting on it, so you get someone who says something absolutely outrageous. Whether they believe it or not, they say something outrageous, but it gets them people commenting, people disagreeing, people watching it and then sharing it. Like, look at what this guy has said. This is, or this woman, like, or this person. This is absolute nonsense. But what it's doing is just bumping up their A-word stats, and then that's it. You know, they're becoming that, and then they maybe need to feed into that persona a bit more, or they're. I feel like I'm sympathising with people I shouldn't be sympathising with here, but what my point is that sometimes that you can sort of be put into a box based on one video that goes viral, and then you feel the need to continue with that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like trying to almost like let's say 80s celebrities trying to hang on to their fame.
Kinda, yeah. It's, you know, it's like, and this is why I'm a firm believer in the fact that you need to trust yourself, believe in yourself, like yourself, love yourself, and everything like that before you become famous, before you do anything with that. Because I think if you aren't those things and then you become famous, you think that fame is all you are and fame is all you have, but it's not real fame. It's an illusion. It's because you're not. The perception of how everybody perceives you will be different no matter you're you. Am I making sense? Because I'm kind of all over the place with this one.
I don't know. I'm lost a wee bit.
Right. So
that's okay.
I'm hoping other people can follow me. So basically what I'm getting at is no.
Yeah.
I can't articulate it in another way that makes sense. So I feel like I'm just gonna lose everybody if I continue. So
it might pop back.
Yeah, we'll carry on with that. I hope other people can get what I'm getting at, but...
Okay, so moving on, let's get into some of the stuff that we did last time, which seemed to... everybody seemed to enjoy. So we'll switch that around this week. Lisa has come up with what would you do? And I am going to do the Am I the Asshole? Yeah. I've also got my dad joke, which I think I'm actually really enjoying. I'm looking forward to this one. Actually, very funny. And I'm going to challenge you, and anything else that pops up, we will do it. But let's start with what would you do?
Okay, so what would you do, right? So this one is actually based on true facts. So let's say that this is the scenario, right? We have neighbours and they're lovely and we chat to them through the fence all the time. And
which is true.
Yeah. And let's say, you know, we talk about bins, we talk about the fact that the garden bin now costs money, we talk about pets, we talk about this, that and the next thing, right? So let's say Christmas comes around and we write, I don't actually know their names, but anyway, let's just say Bob and Sharon, right? So to Bob and Sharon, Merry Christmas from the Dukes, we post it through. A couple of days later, we get a card to Lisa and Simon and the girls and the dogs. Merry Christmas. Love from Bob and who did I say? Sharon?
Yeah.
Remember the names I said? So we've lived here a year. They now think that your name is Simon and they've clearly thought your name has been Simon from the get-go. What do you do?
My name's Simon. But no,
renamed.
Yeah.
Simon Duke.
But
a year.
Yeah, I know. Well, first of all, I wouldn't go at them and like go right away and be like, excuse me, my name's no Simon, it's Chris. I would wait. I would wait until we were having a conversation, and because you know what I'm like, I'm I'm not one for buttering things up or whatever, and I try and make a joke out of it.
Yeah, yep.
And I would just be like, oh, yeah, by the way, just so you know, for future reference, I know I actually probably haven't introduced myself properly, but my name's Chris.
Yeah.
It's not Simon. And then I'd be like, where did you get Simon from? Oh, maybe something like, you know, while we're playing a game of Simon Says and you overheard it.
Yeah, that is a right thing you would do.
I'd make a joke out of it, but I would need them to know.
Yeah.
I would need them to know. It wouldn't be that situation like in Friends where Chandler was called Bob. No, the guy was called Bob. You know what I'm talking about? The episode in Friends where the guy's Bob.
Oh my gosh, it's going to come back to me. It'll come back to me.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's exactly what I would do. I would genuinely just make a joke out of it and not be shy about it and be like, listen, I don't know where you got that name from, but you know, it's not my name. It's not my name.
Yeah, it's Chris.
Oh, you?
I would do the same.
Your name was Simon?
Yeah, they call me Simon, I'd laugh. Well, actually, yeah, if they call me Simon, that'd be different because I'd be like, I'm a woman. Simon.
Simone.
Simone. Yeah, Simone's a nice name. No, I would do the exact same as you. I'd make a joke out of it. Or, depending on my moods, I think it would depend on my mood. And possibly at the end of the year for the next Christmas, I would write, instead of from the Dukes, I would write each of our names individually, like circle mine.
Capital letters, circle, highlight.
I mean, a wee bit too aggressive though, but yeah, that's what I would probably wait until next year, or I would say, can you tell that? My name is Lisa, please.
Or the other thing that we could do is move.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know, move somewhere else, start a French with new neighbours, and just be like,
So I have name tags for the first month.
hello, my name is Simon. Yeah. Oh, that was good. I enjoyed that.
Good, I'm glad.
Right.
Okay.
Am I the asshole?
Yes, the shop.
So when I found this, I don't know how Reddit works, right? So when I found this, I found all these, what's the word now? Anagrams? Acronyms.
Mm.
And apparently this is a thing on Reddit.
Yeah.
So
See that, like, I know Reddit. I don't really go on Reddit, but I do see a lot of videos about stuff on Reddit.
So I'll read the first line, right? And then I had to actually put this into a translator and say, you know, can you tell me what these acronyms mean?
Yeah, let's see if I can figure it out. Are you like a riddle?
Oh, yeah. So OP31F just had a baby girl. Her husband, 33M, is a big gamer, particularly into fantasy MMORPGs.
Right, okay, so OP's original poster, original post, 34 female, 33 male, MMORP.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Neither do I. But anyway, I got it translated.
Right.
And it goes like this. A woman...
Multimedia, something roleplay.
I don't know. Anyway, a woman 31F and her husband...
Fictional roleplaying.
A woman 31F and her husband 33M have just had a baby girl. He is a mega gamer and wanted to name their daughter...
More.
Nope. Aerolith.
Riddle.
Aerilith.
Well, okay.
Aerolith, after his elven rogue in fantasy game Elder Realms Online. She laughed at first, thinking that he was just joking. He wasn't. She suggested some middle ground names like Aria or Elise, but he refused, saying that she was crushing something meaningful to him. He now tells friends that he didn't respect his wishes and calls it her decision, not ours.
Okay.
So is she the asshole? Because she was the original poster. One for laughing and for just saying no, veto.
No. I don't think so, because if it was the other way round, well, basically, he's basically saying that it's her decision, not theirs. But if she had agreed, it would have been his decision, not theirs.
Yes. I don't know, because I'm thinking back to when we were coming up with names, for the kids. And I mean, you vetoed everything for the most ridiculous of reasons. It's like, I would suggest a name. I'm not going to say any names out loud, but I would suggest a name, and then you'd be like, oh, no, we can't have that name because I knew somebody with that name who looked at me once
No.
with an angry face.
Not with
Maybe not that.
They were nice to me at school. That was it. There was names that you were coming up with, and I was like, nah, I knew someone with that name, and they weren't very nice to me at school, so no. Just like I wouldn't want you to have a name of one of your children of someone who was not nice to you at school, so.
But if it meant something, and you know, we're grown-ups here, you know, we're it's no longer the name of somebody who wasn't nice.
No, I know
That's the name of your child.
but airless. And also these fantasy games, some of them are,
Yeah,
you know,
Game of Thrones thing.
yeah. What?
Oh, what was her name? The blonde one.
Penny?
Game of Thrones.
Cersei?
Ah,
Oh, we are talking about... Oh, no. I'm not talking about Daenerys, so then, you know, spoiler alert, if you've not watched Game of Thrones.
Hilton.
Killed her, yeah.
Yeah.
No. No, they can be quite sexual.
All right.
So,
I didn't know that.
I only know that because of the Big Bang Theory. That's why I said Penny. Because if you remember, Raj and I think Howard end up doing something, but it's like their alter egos online do it. No, it's Raj and someone else.
Sounds very Black Mirror.
Well, yeah, I mean that as well, but it's I believe that it can be quite a sexual thing. So, but then that comes with me having that knowledge. So I want to know what MMORP is. What's MMORP? Can we Google that?
I don't know. So does that mean, like, if you're talking these fantasy names are like sexual and stuff, does that mean like some of them that could be called like, I don't know, Willie McFanny?
Massively multiplayer online role-playing game.
Totally just...
I wasn't listening. I know. So it's a virtual world.
It's fine, it was funny.
What did you say? I missed it.
You missed it completely.
It's can't do two things at once.
I said, are they called Willie McFanny? The sexual name?
Okay. I'm glad I missed that the first time. Right, so massively multiplayer aspect means a large number of players share the same world and communicate and collaborate, while the role-playing game aspect involves assuming the role of a character and controlling their actions. So yeah, it can be, if it is one of those ones, it is basically you all go onto a server, you meet people, and for me that would be, I would veto that personally, but that comes with knowledge of what these online role-playing games can be like. I'm not saying that one is, I don't know, but I'd want to know. And what did you say? Airless?
Airless. Yeah.
So does he play that character?
I don't know. I'm not in the house.
But that's what this is the questions I would want to ask. You ask me my opinion. So I would want to know what the character is and why it means so much to him. I think it's fair that she's actually been. The fact that she left is irrelevant to me because it's an interesting name. If you've never heard it before, you might giggle. But I think that she would need to ask questions, and I think it's fair to offer
constructive
meeting in the middle. Compromise. It's fair to offer compromise with the AITA and the other one that she said. Elise. I don't know how Elise is Elise, but anyway. But at the end of the day, if you're not happy with a name, I mean, I love the name Paige. Like I would have called all three of them Paige if I wanted. I absolutely loved. If you had wanted, I love that name. You don't like it. You were like, nah, I don't really. Not that you don't like the name, but you didn't want it for our children. I don't remember not like it. You did.
It's a lovely name.
You definitely didn't want it. Excuse me. So I've now burped in episode 1, sneezed in season 2. Episode 2.
Sorry, how far in episode 2?
No, I don't think. I don't think she's the a-hole. I think she could probably have been a wee bit kinder and be a wee bit more inquisitive and said like, so why does the name mean that to you? What, you know, I do think he's been a bit of a a bit of a sticking. My words are not coming to me today. This is not good. He's been a wee bit
sensitive.
No, not sensitive. Like spitting his dummy out. Like, oh, it's her name. That he's been a wee bit of an a-hole for doing that, in my opinion, because he's obviously, it means a lot to him, and that's fine. And he's had this idea of calling his daughter that, but he's maybe not told his wife. Maybe not told her, this is a name I'd love to call our daughter. If she's a girl, what do you think? This is why it means a lot to me. I really like it. I would really like to, that's my name up that I would love to have. What do you think? And if she's like, give me some time to think about it. I think a lot of communication needs to be based on respect. And I don't think she's respected him with the fact that she's just been like, no. Because there's been no finite reason for it other than she doesn't like it. But I think that is actually a good enough reason to say no. But I don't think, I think that maybe they've both been a wee bit of the asshole, a wee bit.
Do you think it's ever okay to name a baby after a video game character? Will we find out when our daughter Sonic comes on?
I don't really care.
Just okay, you can argue, obviously, I played GTA, and you've got Michael is a very standard name.
Yeah.
And there are lots of kids out there called Michael, but they're not
named after
him. So that's not really named after a video game character.
Well, you've got Lara. People could name their child Lara after Lara Croft. Lara Croft's awesome, though. She's a badass. I don't think there's anything wrong with naming your child after something that means a lot to you. Like a lot of people named their child Daenerys. And a lot of people have actually called their daughter Khaleesi as well. And then obviously there was a heel turn in season 7.
Yeah, do people not try and sue Game of Thrones or something like that?
How? For what purpose? The story wasn't finished.
Because they changed the...
They hadn't. There was evidence that she was going to go...
Only to you, right? You sitting there at season 5 going... She's going to turn.
No, I didn't actually. I was surprised when she sent the dragon after the whole kingdom thing. It's been a while. I can't remember the actual kingdom's name. So King's Landing she did it there.
I can't remember.
Yeah. Anyway, I was surprised at that, but it's in their blood to go. Psycho king, psycho queen. Isn't that the more power they get, the more they become intoxicated? A bit like Fame.
There you go.
Full circle.
Brought it right round.
Brought it back. I'm sorry, I'm drinking water and it's making more noise than my burp.
Do both parents always get equal say, or is veto power allowed? Is it that was it Friends?
The veto 3.
Aye. Is that something you reckon is a good thing, or is it more just conversations?
I think you can veto names. I think, and we vetoed names. But I think you can get, I'm going to veto that name just because you vetoed mine. You can get petty about it, and I don't think that's constructive. I don't think that's helpful. But pardon me, I'm sorry. I don't think there's anything wrong with vetoing a name if you really, really don't like it. And I think that you should respect your spouse's decision and go, actually, right, okay, if you really, really don't like it, let's think of something else. And that's where compromise comes in, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And
I don't think you should go in a huff.
Last question on this is, if the name's meaningful to one person and ridiculous to the other, who wins?
Compromise. You have to compromise is the middle ground, because if it's ridiculous, I don't know, maybe you could say, tell me on month 5 or 6 what your idea is. This is our baby's this. Let's, our baby's a boy or a girl. We like this, and then what do you think of this name? Oh my God, that's a ridiculous name. But the more you say a name, you've got time to get used to it. And actually you might think, no, I quite like that. I've come to grow that. So I think allowing people time, if you really like the name, allow them time to get used to it. But then at the end of it, if they really still think it's ridiculous, it's their baby too.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel it's a compromise. come up with something, make it a middle name.
Some of the comments that came with this one was, the top one was that your baby isn't a Skyrim character, my dude. What comments as well. Let me just get to the thing. Bro really tried to name his daughter after a level 60 night elf with stealth perks. She's a human baby, not a rare drop from a dungeon boss.
Mm-hmm. So they obviously know about the game better than I mean, that is my primo sexual, and they're talking about levels.
Tell him that you'll agree to Aerolith if you can legally change his name to Sir Throttlebottom the Third.
There you go. See, that's obviously relevant. How many people know Sir Throttlebottom the Third? That's fun to say. Sir Throttlebottom. Let's just keep saying throttle. Some throttle. Bottom. That's fine.
I named my kid after my granddad, and he wants to name his kid after his Wi-Fi passwords. I like that. And the last one is, this is how I feel. I feel like this is how we end up with kids now called XX_Angel Sniper 13.
Yes. Yeah. And you've got, what is it? Elon Musk's child is like a symbol.
Like 42 square or something.
It's just nonsense. I mean, I even think calling your child Apple, no offense to Gwyneth and Chris Martin if they ever see this, because I don't think about it, but calling your child Apple Martin, like, why would you call it's like calling your child Peaches. Peaches is a cute name.
Peaches is nice. I like that.
Yeah, and then they turn out like a full grown adult, and they're going to be called Peaches.
But then she's used that though. That's like her brand, Peaches Geldof. That's like a whole thing, isn't it?
I wasn't actually thinking of Peaches Geldof. Gandalf. I nearly said. But it's just, I don't know. I mean, my name's boring. My name's Lisa. It's fine. It's me.
You know,
that's the problem.
You're boring. Yeah, so that was good. Really enjoyed that.
Well, the segment. Aye, good. I'm glad.
Yeah. Am I the asshole?
I would say they're both a wee bit the asshole, and if I'm honest. But I think I've said it all.
I'm going to mind that as a stopwatch.
Oh, the 1 minute moan.
Yeah.
Right. I actually don't think it's going to take a minute, though.
Well, no, you need to stretch it out 10 minutes. That's the whole point. It needs to be 60 seconds. And what I will try and do, if I remember, is I'm going to put a wee clock on the screen.
Well, you're going to have to remember now because you've said it.
Yeah, I'm going to put a wee clock on the screen. So what is it to do in the quiz shows? Can I get a clock on the screen, please? Ding!
Is that window needs to be shut?
No. It's raining outside.
Literally just pouring. Like, it's just, welcome to Scotland.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm not just like, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Or I'll just say go.
Just say 3, 2, 1.
I'll just say go. I'm sorry, a really random story talking about today.
Well, it doesn't look closed.
Positive, it's fine. You can edit it out in the background. When I was musical director for Little Shop of Horrors, now, for anybody who plays music or whatever, you'll know if you're being conducted, it'll be you're being conducted, you'll be brought in, it'll be like 1, 2, 3, in, and you've just you've been brought in like that. I was still relatively new in my musical theatre career, and I didn't know how to do that. And I've tried, because I've my piano here as well, and I was had to look where my fingers were going, and they'll be going 1, 2, 3, and I try and get my fingers, but never get it right. And then eventually I'd be given the speed to the drummer, and then I would just go, oh, and we would just start playing. But anyway, that's what I'll do. I'll just say go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Packaging. My moan is on packaging. So you get multiple variants of packaging. So the packaging I have an issue with right now is the fact that they use boxes and then they use sellotape. Like, use the paper tape, because then it can all go in the bin together, because sellotape is not recyclable. Okay, that has to go in general waste. So you have to take the sellotape off, and then you have to fold the box up, and then you have to put it in the paper bin if you've got a paper bin, right? But then you've got the other kind of packaging that is, you need a pair of scissors. And you've got that old trick of, you need a pair of scissors to open your new pair of scissors. Like, what? Why? Why do we do this? And then you've got dolls at Christmas. We used to open the dolls, and remember, I used to get my bloody scissors, and then if I didn't have scissors, I'd have to go and buy scissors to open the packaging, but I need scissors to open the packaging. So using a knife, you're risking injury, right? And we've got 10 seconds left. Oh my God. So then you've got to cut the dolls off, and then you've got to cut a little bit of plastics, and then they put them in the back of the head. Why did you have two in the back of the head like that?
Thank you, Alison. That's fine. Thank you.
There you go.
That was good. 1 minute, 0.26 of a second.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's my fault. I paused it right at the 0.26. But no, well done.
Thank you.
That was good.
But very many of us has issues with packaging. Like, if you can relate, let me know.
But you do. But that's a genuine thing for you, because you get wound up when Amazon send you. Like, if Amazon were to send you this, right, and they would send it in a big box filled with paper.
Why? Amazon, why?
Amazon, if you want to sponsor the podcast, we take this bit out. Yeah, that was good. That was good. I'm going to try and get some tension music or something up there that would just last a minute, and it'll be like, I don't know.
I just started singing the Jaws theme. Do, 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 do. And maybe the countdown clock, do it twice.
Yeah.
Or like do it elongated. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get our first copyright strike on our second episode. Challenge, Lisa.
Okay.
I've been sent a couple,
Okay, cool.
which
Thank you. You're sending them.
podcast at wearewingingit.uk.
We'll get there. We'll start rhyming it off in our sleep.
Okay, this one is from, these two are from Jill.
Okay. Thanks, Jill. Love you.
The first two letters signify a male. The first three letters signify a female. The first four letters signify a great man, whilst the entire word signifies a great woman. What's the word?
Can you please say it again?
The first two letters signify a male.
Uh-huh.
If you get this, timestamp it. The first two letters signify a male. The first three letters signify a female. The first four letters signify a great man.
Oh, heroin. That's a good one.
It was.
I was like, hero, heroin.
Well done.
Thank you. And it's her, hero. I like that one. Thank you. Well done. Well done.
What English word has three consecutive double letters?
Bookkeeper. BOOKKEEPER.
Like, seriously, right? I'm being serious. If you have got a riddle that you know Stumper,
Please send it.
please send it.
I love them.
Because,
Thank
you
you.
know, the smug.
I'm not. I'm really trying not to be smug. I don't think I'm smug. I love them. It's like a weird. What do you call it? But then, see, if I don't get it, I will literally think about it all day until I get it, and I won't cheat because I don't cheat. My friends used to, when we played Monopoly when we were younger, they used to fill my cup up so that I went to the toilet more often, and then they would give each other more money. How conniving is that? But yeah, I don't cheat in games at all. I don't cheat. But on you. We got on the foot.
Right, okay. And this is quite a long one,
Okay.
so you might want to take notes.
Oh, right. Okay. I won't take notes. If I need to take notes, I'll take notes.
Let me just make sure.
Okay.
Right, so apparently this riddle can be solved. Riddle can be solved by pure logic. Okay. And it was made famous by Einstein.
God. Okay. So is this one?
Although there is no proof that he actually wrote it.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So is this? Did you come up with this?
No, I didn't come up with it. I was
Literally, did you find it?
Yeah.
So it's not one that someone said.
No, I found it.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so this is, and only 2% of people can solve it.
Oh. Right.
Right? No tricks, just logic. Okay?
Okay.
Listen carefully, and
But my eyes are going to be closed.
yeah, you're really going to get summer shortly as well. So after we do this, we'll do the dad joke and we'll wrap it up, all right?
Text her asking if we can get the bus.
In that way, though,
Should be
there are 5 houses in a row.
Uh-huh.
Each house is a different colour.
Right.
Each house is lived in by a person of a different nationality.
Okay.
Each person drinks a different beverage,
Mhm.
smokes a different brand of cigar, and keeps a different pet.
Mm-hmm.
You are given these 15 clues. The Brit lives in the red house. The Swede keeps dogs as pets.
Wait, I'm gonna have to take notes. That is already. Wait a minute. Right, so
Do you know what I'll do?
Brett in Red's house, Swede keeps dogs as pets. Yep.
I am texting you it so you can read it.
Okay.
Okay, but I'll read it out.
Right.
I'll read it out loud anyway. The Swede keeps dogs as pets. The Dane drinks tea. The greenhouse is immediately to the left of the White House.
Mm-hmm.
The greenhouse's owner drinks coffee. The person who smokes Pall Mall rears birds. The owner of the yellow house smokes Dunhill. The man living in the centre house drinks milk. The Norwegian lives in the first house. The man who smokes blend lives next to the one who keeps cats. The man who keeps horses lives next to the man who smokes Dunhill. The man who smokes Blue Master drinks beer. The German smokes Prince. The Norwegian lives next to the Blue House. And the man who smokes blend has a neighbour who drinks water. That's all the clues.
Right, okay.
Let me just say quickly, if you don't get this quickly, what we'll do is we'll leave it as a cliffhanger. Because I think you're going to have to think about this.
I'm going to have to write this out, but I've already sussed that the Norwegian lives in the...
Right, I've not got the question yet.
All right, yeah, I did wonder.
Okay, who owns the fish?
Who owns the fish?
And all the clues are there.
I don't think I need to write this out.
If you
I think it's I don't think any of those clues are relevant. Who owns the fish?
This is literally called Einstein's 5-house riddle. And if you want to give it a go as well, please do. Okay? And give me your answer in the comments, which would be lovely.
So if this is logic, then it is going to be written out. So yeah, I'll need to do that one.
You're going to have to work that.
I'm going to have to work that one out.
Oh, this is going to be one of the ones where you're going to be sitting on this for weeks, have you?
If I can't figure it out, yeah, but I think I will figure that out. It's just their case of drawing the houses and then it's like one of those games where they can do this but can't do that. Is there an actual, because that's not really a riddle, that's a logic.
Oh, man,
That's a puzzle.
Okay.
That's good, I like it.
Okay, good. So you've got a week to work on that, and you've got a week to work on that. First of all, this is what the table looks like when it's not all lit up and tidied up. See? Completely winging it. Anyway, look. Still working on it.
I'm right, so we've got... So I'm just going to mark what I already figured out. So, in fact, maybe not, because I think I've made a mistake. Right, so I definitely know...
She's been working on this since last night.
First house is the Norwegian.
This
so
is a napkin
score
from the restaurant we were at last night
2 sides.
that she was working on.
Which means that's not the Norwegian, that's not.
Still going. Well, remember, if you want to get in touch with us, it's podcast@wearewingingit.uk. Thank you again for joining us. Remember, if you want to, please interact with the video if you're watching on YouTube, because It helps us. It helps us get seen, and more people can come and watch us and join us. If you are listening on your favorite podcast platform, then please review us, because that really helps us as well. I'd like to be higher than 156 next week, hopefully.
Well, you know what? I'm quite happy just sitting here chatting to you.
And to final off, you know that I can play the piano, right? Right. And I'm relatively good at playing the piano, right? I can read music. I can play by ear. Prefer to play by my fingers, though. So that. Yeah. See you next time. Bye.
We're making it up as we go, laughing together, that's all we know. Life's a ride and we love it so, we're winging it.
Look and see. Oh. And then I'll go get our people keys.
Got the secret.